Hello everyone, welcome back. Welcome back to the channel where we talk about mindset, making money, achieving your goals, achieving success through the right principles and strategies that'll help you get to the next level. And this past week, we've been talking about setting goals because that's where it starts. And just to kind of give you a short story on goals, I've been working with some individual, young lady, recently. And we've been going over goal setting our goals, because without goals, you can't accomplish what you want to accomplish. You'll be everywhere. You won't have any direction. So we was talking about goals, and I asked her, what do you really want? And she told me something that was barely above what she was making. She said she want to make more money. And that's what she said. She said she want to make more money. I said, what's more money? And then it was barely more than what she was already making right now. And I said, that's it? And she said, yes. I said, why? And I don't want to say it like that, but it's like, if you making $4,000 a month and you want to make $4,500 a month, I mean, I think you can figure out a way. It's an extra 500, but I think that right there is something that's where you think you can, what you already know you can do. So just get back to the story. She said that's all she wanted. I'm like, really? And then I said, why is that? And she said she wanted to, if she can make that extra, it was like an extra 500, really. She said if she can make that extra $500, then she'd be able to buy her a new, I think it was like a new moped or something like that for her son or something like that with the extra $500. And I was like, really? That's what you really want? So she said yes. So I asked her, what do you want? Like, what do you want for yourself? Like, well, let's just take money out and let's just say that money was not an issue. You had all the money in the world. If you had all the money in the world, what do you really want? How do you want to live your life? And then we got to talking. I said, I was just naming stuff like, how would you like to, not have to worry about anything? Would you have like, I don't know, people, house cleaners? Would you have a chauffeur? And as we were talking, or as I was talking, I can see her smiling like, yeah, I would like that. Ooh, oh, and then she just has some type of excitement within her. That right there is like goals. That's what I mean by setting goals. I mean, because she was excited. I'm like, man, you can have all the money you can buy. What about the new, I don't know, Bentley? Would you like that? Ooh, yeah, I really like that. What about a brand new house, real big old house? She said, oh, I don't want a real big house, not that big, but I want it real nice, real big. But what she what she wanted was big for her. And it was just like the excitement that was on her face just from us talking through what her life would be like if money wasn't an issue. If she can have anything that she wanted, how would she really live? And I think that's a good starting point to set goals, because she was excited. And then I said, you know what? We need to do this more often. Look at how you feeling. I mean, after we got through, I don't know what you call it, dream building or fantasizing, some people would call it. And she was just excited. She was smiling still. I'm like, oh, you would like that life, won't you? Oh yeah, I really like that life. That's where we want to go with our goals, because we've been talking about setting goals. In a few videos back, we talked about knowing where you are, knowing where you want to go, and start moving in that direction. Then we gave a framework to get to that, a method to get to a process, a system, the system that worked for me and worked for others. None of this stuff I made up. I got it from other successful people. But the system that works for other people was a 6-step system. And just to kind of go over it, the first is know where you are, know where you want to go, move in that direction. The 6-step system is to first be definite know exactly what you want and be definite about it. It's not good enough to merely say, I want $1 million. Well, I want more money. It's better to say, I want $1 million. That's definite, right? And then what you're going to sacrifice on the way to get there, because everything has a sacrifice. It's a give and take for everything. Everything we do in life is a sacrifice. So wherever you want to go and you start moving in that direction, you're going to have to sacrifice some things to get there. So what are you willing to give in order to get the goal, right? Then after that is set a date. set you a date for the goal because we want to put a time frame at it. Now we guessing at the date. We don't know the date exactly. We're guessing at it. Just like how when a baby is born, a doctor give you a date, but it I don't know how many. I wonder what's the percentage that a baby is actually born on a date that the doctor gives. Probably a low percentage because they're guessing at the date. They kind of have a range of what the date will be, but they're guessing at it, right? Then after that, it's make a plan to get there, right? And then when we make the plan, we went over that too. Start the plan backwards, right? But you make the plan. After that, we go and make a statement. And you make a statement with everything we just went over, with the exact goal, what you're willing to give, the date, and then along with the plan to get there. You put that in the form of a statement as if it's already completed. And then the sixth step is to repeat it often as you could every day. Keep it in your mind. Keep it in your mind. Now, it's the reason why we do that. It's a reason why. Now, if you got and the reason why we do and go through the process is because we're assuming that the goal is so big, it's going to take you out your comfort zone. Especially the part when we say form the statement. And then we say, keep that statement in your head every day. Say it in the shower when you're taking your shower. Say it at work. Even if you can record yourself playing it in the car. Play it in the car. Some people get fanatical with this stuff. Some people let it go to, when they go to sleep, they just let it play. Right? Because it's a part of, getting past that terror barrier. It's a terror barrier, a barrier of fear that holds us back. We want a goal that's so big that we go after it and it makes us scared. It makes us uncomfortable. That's how we want it. We don't want a goal that we know we can hit. So the young lady, I believe that she knew she can hit that. So she set the goal a couple $100s over what she was already making. That right there to me is not a goal. I don't really think you need to have this process to do that. I don't think that the 6-step formula, you don't really need it, right? But if you want to go after something that's big, you're going to need that formula because it's going to take you out your comfort zone. And what I mean take you out your comfort zone, we have belief systems. And it's going to take us out of our comfort zone and try to put us back into our normal belief system of how we operate. Now, first of all, let me go through some goals. I was listening to a training and this made sense to me. It said it's 3 levels of goal setting. I don't know if it's three levels of goal setting. So the first level is people basically go for what they know. They go what they think they know they can do. They know they can. I know I can make a couple $100s extra a month. I know I can go get a car. Some people, I want a new car. All right, go to the dealership, sign the papers, you get your loan, then you got the car, right? That's what people know they can do. That's the first level. The second level is what you think you can do. I think I can make an extra $1,000 a month. I think I can do this. That's the next level. You know what I mean? But guess what? What I know I can do and what I think I can do is still in my level. It's still in my comfort zone. See, when we hit a goal, it's not the process is what to be excited about. So when you accomplish something great, I think the process of going through to get to the goal is more satisfying than actually getting the goal, earning the goal. Earning the goal is satisfying, but you remember all the things that you had to do to get the goal. And it's not really what you had to do. It's really you had to become another person. You had to basically become something different. Kind of go from the caterpillar to the butterfly. That's what you had to do. And that's exciting because every goal that you set, you have to become something different to get there. And guess what? Once you get there, you can never, ever go back. Ever. It's like once you're there, once you're aware of something, you can't go back from not being aware. So that's the beauty of setting huge goals. Because you got to morph into something different to accomplish them. You can't, it's like if you've been making $50,000 a year. I mean, this is something that was said to me. A person is not making $50,000 a year because they want $50,000 a year. A person is making $50,000 a year because they're not aware of how to make $50,000 a month. A person that's making $50,000 a month is not making $50,000 a month because they want it. It's because they're not aware of how to make $50,000 a day, right? It's just level of awarenesses, and to become something like where I'm at now. If I'm working my job and I'm making $50,000, right? And I want to make $1 million a year. I can't make that $1 million a year with my $50,000 mentality. It's just I have to do things different. Not saying there's not anything wrong with it, but I'm just saying in order for me to make the $50,000, the $1 million a year, I'm gonna have to change my whole mentality, to change the way I think, to change the way I do things. I'm gonna have to change everything, right? Because that's what it's going to take. So we want to move to the third level. I said the first level is what we know we can do. The second level is what we think we can do. But then we want to move to the level of fantasizing, dreaming, going through what I went through with that young lady. You would like private jets, wouldn't you? Oh yeah, I like that. I won't have to wait at the airport. Well, you know, all you have to do is want it. Now, if she take that to her friends and family, they can say, "Oh, girl, you just fantasizing, man. Who done filled your head up with that stuff?" That's their limited beliefs. Don't let their limited beliefs, and don't let them put their limited beliefs on you, and then start believing what they believe. Because guess what? Then you're going to be where they are. So we want to fantasize, right? We want to create something that doesn't exist in our mind. Because once it's in the mind, then it has to move into form, into physical form. It has to. As long as we hold it in our mind with that same excitement when we first started dreaming. That same excitement when we was walking her through and we was talking about what I was talking to her about, what you would like. How would you like to live? How would you would like to have your food cooked for you every day? Oh yeah, I would. Oh, I know you would. You'd like to go to nice restaurants, maybe take a nice trip. Yeah, that would be nice. And there was a couple places I knew she wanted to go to, and I named those places. You would take that trip, wouldn't you? Oh yeah, for a whole month. The excitement, you know. So that right there, that's where we want to get to. We want to get to that the fantasizing stage. That's where we want to go, because what's that saying? Aim for the stars, and if you miss, you hit the moon. You know, but if you aiming low, I mean, you don't have to become something different for that. So when we talking about hitting goals, remember that to hit the goal, become something different. Think about that. If I hit that, I'm gonna have to do something different. And then guess what? This is the key. Find somebody that's already where you want to be. Find somebody that's already at that level. So if you know somebody that's flying private jets, I mean, if you want to fly, let's say the goal is to fly private jets everywhere you go, and to live in a big mansion, and to, you know, have chauffeurs and stuff. Excuse me, whatever it is. Find somebody who lives like that. Get into their energy. And then say, how would they operate? How would this person operate? How would that person operate? You know, I remember somebody said, man, you act like one of the big CEO guys. Not to me, just talking about another person. How do they act? Well, they have their whole day schedule. They make sure they on time. They do this. They already had it in their mind. So they was in that energy of what a big CEO does, right? So we can get into that energy, and then we can hold that thought, hold that fantasy in our mind, and then start doing the things to get it. All right, how would it take? What would I have to do to take this to make $1 million? All right, let's make $1 million look small. Some people say, man, you crazy, man. No, that's how you want to be. If the common man is saying you crazy, if the common man is saying, you know, that ain't working, then it's probably working. It's one thing I learned. Do the opposite of what the common man say, or the common lady, whatever. Do the opposite of what most people do. Think the opposite of the way most people think. Maybe if you have an ideal and everybody is agreeing with you, maybe that's not the right idea. But if you have an idea and people laughing at you, people saying you crazy, people saying you in over your head, maybe that's what you want to go after. Because now you have to become a different person. Get with the people that's already where you want to be. Start mixing with those people. If you don't know them, start reading about them. What would they do? Operate right now like they will operate. Remember the fifth step? Formulate your statement as if it's already complete. That means if the goal is to make $1 million, start acting like a millionaire right now. Start acting like $1 million person right now. Right? That's the key. That's the key. So we want to go beyond what we know we can do. We want to go beyond what we think we can do. And then we want to stay in that mindset of fantasizing, dreaming, stay in the dream mode, the hope mode where you got hope. You know, we want to stay in that mode where you can create. That's called creating, because you got to become something different. And it's a lovely thing to become. It's a lovely thing to become more aware. And once you reach that awareness, you can never go back. So with that, it's been great. I hope you got a lot out of it, because I said a little bit in 16 minutes. Well, and if you like what I said, I got more videos. I got more information that I know this stuff works. Just hit the subscribe button. I'm going to put this stuff on. I got to get some PowerPoints and stuff for you guys so we can put visuals to this stuff, because this stuff is powerful. But if you like this information, please hit the subscribe button. That help the YouTube algorithm show the videos more and show more like videos, and then it become more popular. And then more people can benefit from this information, because I know it works. I didn't make any of this stuff up, but it works. And I'll see you guys at the next video.